So a busy day today. What we're gonna do is ship some stuff out, but we're at the post office. We will go ahead and get a P.O. box because so many people ask for a new P.O. box. So we're gonna go ahead and get a new P.O. box and tell you what that's gonna be to the address in case you wanna send us anything like that. Instead of sending it straight to the house, we're gonna just get a P.O. box and run everything through the P.O. box like we did before. So let's get to it. Back from the post office and we end up getting our P.O. box. It is going to be P.O. Box 276, Lower, South Carolina 29569. Again, that's P.O. Box 276. That's if you want to send us anything, we do appreciate it. And that's our new stuff that we know for eBay and whatnot and everything like that. But what we're going to do today is we are going to get rid of Mr. Old Chicken Coop. It is on this side of the yard, and I'm going to drag it all the way over there to the dumpster and dismantle it. Hopefully dragging it's going to work and it doesn't dig into the ground too bad. Like I might be able to, like, I don't know. We'll see how it works out. And about the landscaping, I did a whole video on like what we're going to do with the landscaping. Some things fell through with the landscaper. We won't get into it. But what's going to happen is we've called around. Kayla and I decided we're going to do it ourselves. Now, the only thing that we're not gonna do is there are 17 stumps on this property that look like this. That stump is all intertwined with some stuff underground, so that one can't be really removed. It can be ground down, but she likes that one. But there's 17 other stumps on here that we will not be removing. But other than that, we're doing everything else. We're gonna, we actually are gonna have a lawnmower is actually being delivered today. We're gonna go ahead, cut the grass. We're gonna do all of the mulch work, trimming stuff. We did a lot of research the other day on like trimming roses and everything. That's gonna have to be set probably until next year because I don't think you're supposed to be trimming roses with them all bloomed out. They're completely blooming now. So we're not gonna trim any of that. We probably won't even trim the trees or knock down the that big tree in the front yet until next year because it's already growed up. It'll be a lot easier to do that in the winter. So that'll be pushed back, but we will get the mulch done. We will go ahead, and I've never had any type of grass other than a thimble size, I say, because I've always lived in Murrells Inlet, and then when I lived in Columbia, South Carolina, I lived in an apartment where I had no grass. So this is a lot of grass to me. We picked a big mower. I think it's a big mower. It's like 50-inch deck or something like that. Y'all, I'm sure you'll see it because they're supposed to deliver it today. Brand new. We were gonna buy a used one, but Kayla was like, well, I'll be out of maintenance this one. If I take care of it, it'll last a long time. We plan to stay here a long time. And we did the math over years of people doing our mulch and everything like that over a 10-year period. It's like a $25,000 to $30,000 bill. If we do it ourselves, it's way less than that. And I think we'll be able to do it. I think we have a lot more time now to get stuff done around the house because we do have a lot faster procedures when it comes to selling on eBay, selling on whatnot, doing storage units in our own house. So we do have a whole bunch of that. And Kayla likes to work outside. Me, we'll see how that works out. I don't mind being outside. I just don't know if I like yard work, but she does want to put up a greenhouse. So we'll be able to get all that stuff mapped out over there when the stumps are gone. Enough talking. Let's get this thing set up so we can pull it. So I'm assuming that this is gonna work. I have no idea. The strap is like super long, but I'm thinking, again, one-man band here. I'm thinking I'll try to get this thing videoed and see what happens. All right, well, this is pretty nice. I don't even have to see or look. Or get out. I can just go ahead and look at it through the camera. Thinking it's digging in the ground. I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely moving sideways. The thing is that I can't get up over here because I don't want to damage the little wood that's going on the pea gravel. So we're gonna have to go the long way around the property. It's not that far, but the long way will go around there and then see if we can bring it up and pull it next to that. Also, we're gonna have the people who do the stumps probably clean up the property with all this wood back here. Tons and tons of wood. And the dumpster fee is just as much as actually getting them to do it. So this is working out pretty good so far. Well, that worked like a charm, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
That worked great. That thing is actually really heavy. I can feel it behind the truck. It didn't even dig into the ground or nothing. So we'll get to disassembling it with some big hammers. I could get it, that's pretty close. We'll probably just go ahead and call it there. I don't know if we'll be able to pick it up and get it in there. That would be the best thing, but we don't have much room to pick up a good portion of it. I like to get the metal thing in there too, which we might do the same thing is go ahead and just drag it and then disassemble it. I got rid of so many of our lawn tools because I think we're gonna need them. Now we just have to buy them again, which is not exciting.
I think it'll be a while before we get chickens.
What do you mean? Yeah, probably maybe next year.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put your greenhouse? 'Cause we're gonna get that fairly soon, right?
That might be a while too.
You think?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we got to get this yard work done. Flip it on its side. I'm gonna do it. Almost.
Maybe now, with your help, we can drag this up into there and then go from there. This chicken coop was up to code. I'm telling you that right now. Whoever built this said my chickens ain't going down in a hurricane. I'll tell you that. This thing had hurricane straps on it.
All right.
Bring it over, flip it up, and see what happens. All right. That was easy. We're just gonna rake to clean this stuff up, and we did get, listen, ambulance. I know I'm out of breath, but it's not that bad. We did get this the other day. I don't know if I showed it on this channel, maybe I did. But this is a big magnet that takes up, you know, any type of nails or screws and stuff. So that's pretty good. We'll do this area. We'll go ahead and rake it up, throw everything in there. The next, we might have enough room for those metal pieces.
What do you got there?
This thing is worth its weight in gold. Now, we already picked up a whole bunch of screws and staples. And I'm telling you right now, any type of work in the yard, now, like this is just a couple staples, but still, I mean, we don't want to get this in our tires, our new tractor tires that we just bought. Actually, I want to buy a real tractor. Straight up, like a Massey Ferguson back here, just chugging along. Just chug, 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 chug. I would do like tractor rides in the backyard. But this right here, we got to have a storage unit. We're going to use it for business use, obviously. And that ain't bad. I think they're only like $100 though. But out of all that, that's still not terrible. What we forgot though is that we're going to need gas tanks.
Gas cans.
Gas cans. I threw one away, so we have to go buy a gas can. I'm becoming a hoarder. Hands down, I'm not throwing nothing away anymore. So the next thing is, if you want to just jump on the tailgate, I'll bring you over there and we'll see if we can pull down that metal thing.
This is actually really nice. The weather outside is beautiful. It's like a cool, breezy day. This is like the best day to do this because it's not so hot. Now we got to tackle this thing. A strap. Where'd you get that? Out of a unit?
Out of unit. Yep.
I think I remember
Everything
that.
we own comes out of units. And everything we throw away that we wish we owned comes out of units.
I don't know. I mean, keep going. It is bending it.
Is it not sliding at all?
Not yet. Gonna put it in 4 low. 4 low!
I never put it in 4 low before I figure it out.
Yeah? Yeah?
How heavy is that?
That's one way to do it.
One way to do it. Well, then I have to. Sometimes you just gotta figure up yourself. Uh-huh. We're gonna need like a sawzall
Do we have one?
thing. This is gonna take a while, for sure. Because it definitely, if you look at what we got, and we look what we're trying to get it into, it's a train wreck. Aha! Got it. How's it going? All right, so slowly but surely it is being dismantled in a very unconventional way, but we're doing pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a pain because of the chicken wire that's wrapped around it is causing it to be really, really annoying to get this done. We're gonna keep flipping it over, cutting it up, throwing it in the dumpster. As you can tell, the thing behind us is completely in the dumpster and we're within boundaries there. So we are gonna go over and try to pull the other side out, maybe load up the sheet metal. And that wasn't too bad yet. If we get all that in here, we can have them pick it up today, which would be nice. And then hopefully, like I said, we gotta go pick up gas for the lawnmower and then we'll go ahead and get this. And just doing it yourself, sometimes a little satisfying, right?
Yeah.
That you're doing it. Hard work. I've been in the gym for like 30 years, right? There's still nothing better than going out, working hard. I worked construction for a while. That's some hard work, man. That's a lot harder than getting in the gym and like bench pressing. So, but it's good to get out here, work hard, sweat a little bit. It's not even hot and I am pouring in sweat. So what we're gonna do, get that done, go get some gasoline. Hopefully by then the lawnmower will be here. I've never owned a riding lawnmower ever. Have you?
Well, my mom and dad.
But have you owned one?
No, I have not personally owned.
Me neither. So it's a big step
lawnmower
from us at the age of 38 and what are you, 27?
I wish.
I've just never owned enough land to do it. So I'm a little excited today to get this thing going and see if we can cut the grass today. We probably will leave the front until we figure out how to do it right because the front everybody sees, back here only me and you see. So we're gonna go ahead, just keep working, get this done. We've had one other sale on eBay. It was a golf club, a King Cobra Fly Z3 wood sold for $45. That ain't too shabby, but we're going to jump in a truck and start pulling some more metal. The old truck does well though. I was surprised it was slipping though.
I need to figure out how to get this stuff out of this gravel. Like, do you take a rake to it? Like all these little things that come off of the pine trees up there. See all this stuff in the gravel? I have to figure out how to get that stuff out of there. All right, so we have this left that we're gonna try to fit in the dumpster. So we'll see if we can pull this out of here.
I think the idea is actually to pull it from the opposite side, right? So it kind of tumbles on itself. Because I think over there it's actually in a root.
Well, we gotta take that off of there.
This?
Yeah.
All right, I can probably do that pretty easily.
Because I just don't want it digging in the grass.
I think it's actually gonna come off when you pull it.
You think so?
Yep.
4 low. It rained a little bit last night, so the ground is a little soft. Look at that. That thing just detached, just like he said. You're doing good. I'll go pick up these little pieces. So this is what's left. The buzzards no longer have their little meeting spot space.
I hit a tree and everything fell off. But we got this over here. I'm hoping it fits. It might fit. We cut it up small enough. That'd be wonderful. Completely empty and everything's in there. We did just go ahead and call Better Bins. They're gonna actually drop off another. We have our dumpster bill is skyrocketing. The thing is that it makes it so much easier to have one here instead of taking it to the county dump. County dump, you're actually not supposed to take more than one truckload, and trailer loads, we actually couldn't do it. You would have to then, it would cost money. These do cost money though. They're not cheap to rent dumpsters, but the convenience is there. We able to do junk removal on the property, film everything, so that ain't too bad, but everything's done. I mean, it's pretty cleaned up over there, right?
Yeah.
Where are the vultures gonna sit now?
They're probably gonna sit on that bridge over there.
Probably, yeah. But that was their home. They sat on there a lot. So what we're gonna do next, go ahead, probably put this thing in there. We're gonna move the big trailer off of the grass and put it in the gravel because we are ready for the old new lawnmower to get here. We are excited about that. And also, I think that's about it. We'll just, and then the weed whacker we got out of the storage unit, we're gonna put that together, put some gas in it, see if that thing works. And then that'll be your job, right? You're the weed whacker person, I'm the riding lawnmower person.
Yeah.
So the thing today, the goal today is go ahead and get the back here mowed. Figure out how to use it and everything. I know that sounds crazy. We just never had one before. And then that would be a pretty good day. Then I want to list a couple things on eBay and I think that's really about it. Today's a Friday. Saturdays we go yard sailing. Like I said, a lot more content on this channel, but it's going to be like this, like just straight up. We are going to get a greenhouse soon. I really think we should probably do that. Do you do it in the summer?
I don't know.
I don't know, because we do have an idea of where on Whatnot you would start selling plants, right? So that is our main goal, to get the greenhouse and start selling plants. In the state of South Carolina, everything is incredibly everywhere regulated, right?
Yeah.
You just can't actually sell plants online. You have to have certain licensing and everything like that. And then there's certain plants you can't sell, certain plants you can sell. But in South Carolina, there's called a hobbyist, where you have to go ahead and register for the, I want to say DHEC, but that's not it. It's Department of something. And they have to come out to your property, look at the plants you're selling, and make sure that they don't have infestations. And you don't have to register, but you still have to register. Makes no sense whatsoever. And you can't sell over $5,000 worth of gross plants. If you do that, then you have to then become a harbor master or harborman or arborman, something like that in South Carolina. You got to get that license, whatever that would be. So we're going to make sure we do all that proper, but you just can't, like, we're like, hey, we could sell a couple plants with your hang-on charms, and we looked it up, big fat zero. Government says do not pass go. So, but we're not going to let that stop us, because we'll play by their rules. We'll get their little, it's like not even, it's like $50 or something. The fine is like 1,000,000 days in jail though. $50 or straight to jail. So other than that, we're going to go ahead, clean this up, move the trailer, and then go pick up some gas.
And what did you see over there?
There's definitely a big old den of snakes over there.
Yeah.
Snakes in the plane back in here.
That's also crucial why we want to get the grass cut.
Yeah, because Willow runs back here and stuff, and we would be able to at least see it. We're going to cut this pretty low, right? I would think, so we can at least see maybe a snake in the grass. After spending $4 million on a gas can, I got the metal one. I like the metal ones because they don't have all the safety features. We're waiting on our lawnmower. Looks like it should be here momentarily. They're tracking it as we speak. Kayla is getting this area done, getting the vines done. We did get the weed whacker to work that we just got, and it works really well. This area is going to shape up. I don't know if we're going to just, it looks so much better now after.
I need a chainsaw.
Yeah, we do need a little chainsaw. I'll tell you, we'll be looking for a ton of stuff at yard sales now. Chainsaws, like little baby chainsaws, some other stuff. We need like a blower. And I don't know about getting rid of all this stuff now, right?
Yeah, because it's coming up, and it's, I mean, look at those flowers over there. It's pretty.
Yeah, you got blue pretty flowers. So we did get all this stuff up right here, and maybe we will just mulch it and then go from there. Or people are saying river rock.
Yeah.
Rock would probably be a really, really good idea for this. But other than that, I think we're going to keep that. Maybe this bush down here we'll even keep. Maybe we'll just prune it up a little bit.
And I'm going to be on the lookout for a bird bath.
On the lookout for a bird bath. Yep, so we're gonna go ahead, just keep on going on with this. I did get the weed whacker back there. And this thing's working like a charm, man. A little Ryobi guy. First thing it did was to start right up, prime it 10 times, 2 pulls, good to go. Very good there. We're hoping that when the person gets here that's delivering it, well, actually Tractor Supply's delivering it, that they're not an 18-wheeler, because that means they're gonna drop it on the street and I have to somehow then drag it in a crate onto the property. We're hoping that it's a smaller delivery truck, maybe like a box truck, and then they can drop it in the backyard. That would be the optimal thing that happens, because it's the unoptimal thing would be dragging this thing through there. But look at the backyard. I'm telling you, just the chicken coop gone makes it look so much more cleaner, and it's really shaping up. I'll tell you, I think getting the stumps gone, especially back there with the little circle of stumps, is really going to change the backyard a whole bunch. And like I said, I'll go ahead and mow the grass. The grass, it is super slow growing grass here. Super slow growing, except for the corners, because it's all back there are weeds. And they grow super fast. It'd be good practice for me to go back here and make sure I can do it correctly and get the lines and stuff. And also we got the bigger tractor because of this hill. As you can tell right there, there's a hill that goes up that we're gonna have to go ahead and get. And it was saying that the little tractor that we were getting we were looking at a Troy built, and it said that they really weren't good with hills, especially the pony. That's the one we were looking at. So we got the Cub Cadet 50, Fab 50, that has a bigger horsepower engine in it, and then also it can tow like our little trailer. We're gonna definitely want to get like a little trailer to pull stuff back and forth from the house to there. So it'll probably work out. I'm a little excited about it. Things aren't cheap though, I'll tell you that, but it will save us money in the long run. What are you doing? You're hoofing it. Check it out. The old Cub Cadet just arrived. This is what we got, the LT50. And we're gonna go ahead. I've never owned one before, so I have to figure out, probably YouTube it real quick on even how to start this thing. We got the proper gasoline for it, and it was really cool. I talked to the delivery guy. We were thinking it was gonna be like an 18-wheeler come in here. It wasn't, and he basically worked for, it's an app called Roadie, where it's a delivery service. This was one-day delivery, and it was actually cheaper than regular, like way cheaper than regular delivery. So I was like, okay, first day, whatever, we'll go ahead and do that. And so it's just normal people, it's gig work. So you have like an app on your phone, and he showed me, and he was like, right now I'm gonna go pick up some mulch for somebody, deliver it. And it was like Home Depot, Tractor Supply, that's where this came from, and some other ones. Super cool. I'm telling you, there's a million ways to make $1 million. Now, will you make $1 million on the Roadie app? If you hustle enough, probably. But I'm telling you, there's just so many ways to make money. You just gotta work for it. You just absolutely have to work. And that's what a lot of people tend not to do, is work a whole bunch. But I'm telling you, there is a way to, if you need some cash like that. He started out with just a small truck doing small deliveries. He pulled up with a brand new aluminum trailer. So now he says he gets these right here. So much easier with the trailer, obviously. And he said the trailer paid for itself in 2 months. Only 2 months he paid off a really nice trailer. Now everything is profit on top of that. And that's just the way you do it. But you got to also throw money back in the business like he did. Super, super awesome guy. It was awesome to meet him. But I'm going to go ahead, jump on YouTube, figure out how to start this thing. You know how to start one of these things? Yeah. Really? Rip. Where's the gas tank? We got to figure out how much gas is in it. Well, that ain't too shabby for the first cut. I got everything. Willow's out here loving life. Look at her. This is some freshly cut grass. I love it. She enjoys it, you know, right there. That just makes it all worth all the trouble. It's just your dog gets to roll around in the grass. So we're gonna go ahead and get that thing in the garage, lock everything up, clean it off really well. I get it. I never understood y'all who was like, I love cutting grass. I love riding lawnmowers. I think I'm hooked. I mean, that thing was actually really fun. Did good job. I have to learn how to get the things right because I missed. It's like shaving my head. I feel like I always miss a spot. That's how it was doing this today. But super, super awesome. It's almost dinner time, but we're going to have to at least list 1 or 2 items on eBay to get it going. We did sell another item, a small pot for $45. It was a chrome pot. We actually picked up for $4. A chrome, not chrome. It was a copper pot that we picked up for $4. Just sold it for, I think, 45 or 40 bucks plus shipping, which isn't too shabby. She's just loving the grass. What are you doing? You just loving the grass? Watch out for that cub now. That cub will get you. Oh, it's not going to get you? She's got the zoomies. Go over there and get that gas can real quick and bring it back over here and put it in the garage because we got a storm coming. All right? Gas can, go. So that wasn't a bad day. We're going to go ahead and probably wrap the day up with just doing this, listen to a couple things on eBay, and then we do have a Whatnot show on Saturdays. Wednesday shows will start coming up really soon. And again, we did go ahead and get that done, which was a big thing. We wanted to get that done. We were thinking about paying people to come and do all this, but honestly, the thing is, we got some quotes on some things, and we were like, wow, we'll just do it ourselves, just piece by piece. The next thing we'll tackle will be the front yard. Probably won't get it tomorrow, maybe next week sometime. This is some slow growing grass. There's not a lot of weeds in the front yard, luckily, so it almost looks like it's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and let that go for a couple more days. And then I think that's gonna end the video. We'll see you tomorrow. I was gonna go ahead and end the video, but look at that cloud right there. That is crazy looking. Kayla and Willow probably, oh, there's Kayla. I thought you would already be in the closet right now.
I feel like I should be.
Check them clouds out, but don't worry everybody. I got the old Cub Cadet. Check it out in all its glory. I really like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. You've created a monster. Now I want a trailer to pull behind it. I want a little sprayer thing. I've seen those. That's pretty cool. I understand the bagger thing now to put the stuff in the back. So that probably costs It's ridiculous. I can see. Is that a C on the front of that thing or an L for like a Lexus? That's what it looks like, right? Look, it actually says cadet on the front of it. Oh my goodness. That was a good buy. This storm coming in is crazy. We just had a gust probably at like 60 to 80 miles an hour coming up over the in the front of the storm. It's like super blue over here. And then I was outside trying to get the lawnmower in, and check her out. She's a blowing.